Guys, today we're going to be doing a top 10 weapon list. Shout out to Signo and his team for providing the list, and let's get right into it. Top number 10 on the list is the S36. Apparently this is one of the best guns in the game right now. Top 10 on the list, so I'm really surprised about that. This is the build that you want to be rocking for the S36. We're going to also put this on the legendary. Yeah, this is basically what we're going to be rocking for the S36. There's going to be a couple gameplays in the future with me rocking this gun, but these are the perks that you want to be running: the lightweight, toughness, and dead silence. That's going to help you out with the S36. But if you're camping and you are playing a lot of search and destroy, you could probably try out Ghost. This will probably help you out a lot. So here's the S36. This is what it looks like. It looks very good, very clean, as you guys can see. Moving on to top number 9 on the list is the FFAR 1. This is the build that you should be running for this weapon, and I'm gonna also equip the mythic version of this and show you guys what it looks like inside the game. So for this FFAR 1, you got to be running this stuff. Otherwise, all the other attachments that I tried the other front grip, the B04 grip, and that's just not it. So this is the build that you should be running. You have to get used to it, play a lot of free-for-alls, get actually used to it, because a lot of times people just try them and they don't really get used to them. They're like, oh, this thing's hard to get used to. But you got to pick a weapon, play a lot of free-for-alls, and then hop into rank. Top number 8 over here is the Fennec. The Fennec is making its way back up to the list. It's a good weapon. It's just a lot of people don't know how to control the recoil for this thing, and that's why they don't play with it. And also the range isn't the best in terms of long range. And you know, today's search and destroy and domination, all these kind of maps, they're getting wider and bigger and long range type of maps. So you have to really pick out the Fennec or what type of map you really play on. So that's the Fennec build. I'm using actually Ghost for this because I got a suppressor on there, and lightweight for faster paced games. Moving on to top number 7 on the list is the Type 19. I'm not surprised. I actually played with the Type 19 a couple days ago on stream, and it was actually popping off. A lot of people really like it, but I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different skin here. We're going to use the Mythic to show you guys what I'm talking about. The Mythic looks really good, but this is the Mythic version of the Type 19. I'm actually going to slap these stuff on. I don't know why, but might as well show you guys what they look like inside the game. I'm actually running Dead Silence. I'm also running the Gonho perk and the Technician perk. So basically what this is you can actually use 2 stem shots, not just 1, but 2, and it helps you boost up pretty quick to the enemy spawn. This is the build that I would be using for an aggressive style. So if you like the aggressive playstyle, this is what you would be rocking for the Type 19. Moving on to top number 6 on the list is the DRH. Now the DRH is still one of the godly weapons in search and destroy. I'm not sure about domination and hardpoint and other game modes, but as of right now, DRH is actually up there. It's doing really good. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Blood Rose for this, but this is the build that you should be rocking. I'm also running the perks of Technician, which is the double stem, and you push in there and you try to get as many kills as possible. We're also running the Gunho perk and the Dead Silence as well. So yeah, that is basically my number 6 on the top 6 spot. Moving on top number 5, we have the KN44. Now the KN44 is a great weapon, is up there as well. It is probably one of my favorites because it's so accurate. When you aim down sight, you aim exactly at the head. This bullet will actually hit their heads, and this is exactly why I like the KN44 right now. It's actually, to me, considered better than the DRH. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh, whoa, take that back. Nah, I'm being for real. Try out the KN44 and see if you like it, because it's definitely outperforming the DRH in battle. Like sometimes when I'm having the KN44 long distance, I'm winning. The DRH is like 3 or 4 shots that go do, 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 do. The KN go do, 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 do. And it's actually accurate. You know, when you're aiming down sight, you want to hit those headshots. So the reason why a lot of people are not using the KN is because they don't have a good sights on it, and I don't blame you guys. I know that DRH actually has a lot of good legendaries that have good sights. The KN44 really doesn't, you know, it has a lot of legendaries, as you can see, but it just doesn't really vibe. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to top number 4. We got the MG42. The MG42 is still up there, still the most broken gun in the game, one of the broken guns in the game. But this is a different build this time. We have 250 round box of magazine, which is quite insane if you ask me that. But we're gonna have the mythic MG42 on here, and I'm actually gonna change the appearance so it looks a little bit more crooked and weird. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go over to top number 3. It is the Oden. The Oden is actually making a big comeback. A lot of pros are using it. I'm seeing people that are just really good at the game. They're actually playing with Oden a lot more than their other weapons that they used to run. So if you want to have a good gun, this is your gun. This is the Oden. It's really, really good. It has a really long suppressor. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And you can always use the default look, which kind of still makes the suppressor look really, really weird. But you can always change the appearance and have it look smaller, whatever you prefer. But it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the perk section for the Oden. Now the Oden has the lightweight, it does have the ghost, but with the Oden I highly recommend you try toughness. Toughness is probably the best bet, and we're also running dead silence on the Oden. Moving on to top number 2 is the HVK. I know HVK didn't even move a spot, it's just still up there. It's super annoying. Surprisingly, you know, the other day on stream someone was asking, hey, use the HVK 30, it's really good. I was kind of like making fun of it. I was like, nah, the HVK 30 is just old, it's just boring to play with, all that kind of stuff. But it's apparently top number 2 on a weapon list. So yeah, HVK 30 is still really good. If you still want to dominate and get to the highest legendary rank, you should probably use the HVK. And last, of course, the BP50. I'm not surprised. I really hate this gun so much because everybody in Legendary 5000 is using it, and it's just like, it's that kind of weapon that's like, why do you exist? You just exist to annoy everybody, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the BP50 is still one of the best guns. This is the build that you should be rocking. A lot of my attachments for the BP50 was wrong, but now that I got the latest build, this is what you should be rocking. No lasers, none of that stuff. This is literally it. It's going to help you out in getting those kills really quick. If you want to abuse it, be my guest. This is the best build to abuse in rank. So lightweight, we also have ghost and dead silence on this build because suppressor, and plus this character looks cool with it. So yeah, I hope that you guys do enjoy. If you guys did, slap a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Guys, also check out some finger sleeves if you haven't already, s6e.gg.